What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel here. It has been a few weeks since we've done anything. It's a cold 2nd of January, and we're going to do something a little bit different since we've had no moisture really in the past month here. We're relatively dry, and Dad hit the garden back probably about the end of October, somewhere right in there. We're going to hook onto the 1070 onto my 4-bottom plow that is down there at the other place, and we're going to see what the 1070 will do with a 4-bottom plow. We can stop it with the 5-bottom. In our intro, you see the 1070 with the 5-bottom that my dad has. That was done in the same spot right out here back in 2019, and there was several times where we had it stopped. So we're gonna get all the trash flipped over and underneath, and we'll have a good platform for the spring here. Come spring, we'll probably hit it with the disc, and eventually we'll get some manure hauled on top of this and have a really good platform again to have a garden. So it is a whole whopping 36 degrees today. This thing has been plugged in for about an hour and a half, somewhere right around there. It's warmed up enough to where it'll start. Of course, it's the good old dependable 1070, so it'll fire anyways. I've fired it up on colder days with these. Down here at the sheds, and this here is my 4-bottom plow that I bought here in the spring of 25. It was early spring, so looks like we're gonna have to move the auger here unless I can get the side here turned just a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. That's more than enough. All right, so was worried that we're gonna have to move the auger here, but I think we can make do with the way it is like that with it turned. So just wait for Dad to get here.
I'm gonna get it by that auger, even if we get hooked onto it. I was thinking it was a little farther back, but I guess not. That gotta be a little too far the other way now. Alright, he's been working trying to get some of these greased up. It's kind of cold out today, so grease is stiff. But back in there where he's working is a grease zerk, but it's pointing straight up, so we can't get on it very well. So we're going to see about replacing it with a 45 or something maybe. Or I don't know, a 90. At least a 45 anyway. What's that laying there? Oh, maybe it come off that.
Oh, that
probably did. Yeah. It was probably on the bottom of that thing. Sure you got the right one?
Yeah. It's pipe thread.
Now if we get snug at the right turn place, now you need a different wrench.
Different wrench now.
Figures. Hopefully it gets snug when it points back this way. Hey, you can't get under there. Figures. There wasn't a 45 in there. Maybe the 45 would have been better. I didn't think about Calders a while ago, so we were looking them over, and every one of them's different, it looks like. This one here had one on the other side. This one over here's got one on this side. This one seems to have not one at all. And I didn't look at the front one.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, there's one on the front one. Oh, for the up and down springy thing. I didn't think about that. That one's okay. Your next two don't have that. That one's got one here. Didn't think about that point either. So I wonder which ones are actually cased and which ones are not, since they all seem to be different. Alright, I think we got everything pretty much hit on it, so probably get it up there and see what she'll do.
So Dad's gonna go down to the east end and start working his way to the west over here. Got to put his dead furrow over here on the south side of the garden here. But it'd be quite a few passes across here.
All right, well, first pass there, there's enough grass out in here that kind of making it plug up. So light it on fire, burn the grass away, and hopefully get rid of that problem.
So it'd definitely help if we had a little more weight on the rear end, but doing pretty good. Getting her nice and deep. Probably have the sensitivity set a little too low as far as it's not moving much in the ground. So yeah. All right, got the plow backed over here. We're gonna get a lot of this dirt off that's gotten packed on. So I got a shovel here. And the 4 extra pieces that my dad got at that auction would be very handy to put on right there to prevent a lot of that. This is why that I'm sure those were designed for. So be one some pieces to get onto this thing. It'd be nice to have this all cleaned up and dolled up, but be like just a few acres farm with what he did with his John Deere plow here not too long ago. But that's a project for another day and not right now. All right, we got her all cleaned off as best as we're gonna do for now. The rest of it I'll just wash off, but that is the dirt and done for now. There's I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera, but you can tell that it hasn't been done for a while as far as deep, because there is some reddish out in here and we got a lot of sandy ground. So Dad's worked over putting manure on this thing for quite a few years, but you can only get so deep with what you do on tillage, and with it being 4-bottom, it trailed behind this 1070 a lot better than what his 5-bottom is, but pretty deep.
I'm getting in there. More than the depth of the shovel.
Yeah.
Get her down in there. It was hard though.
Yeah. All right, there she sits, and back in her hole. A little bit different just because of that auger, but that's the least of our worries. Dad's headed off back up to his place. We gotta feed some hay, so this is a good stopping point for this video. I just want to say thank you. It sure does mean a lot. And with that, if you like this sort of content, give the video a thumbs up. And without further ado, our shameless plug, there's a link down in the description for our merch store. If you want something to wear that supports us, it would sure mean a lot, and helps us out in a little more direct way. And with that, I believe that is it for now, and we'll catch y'all all on the next one. Later.